Well, hi everybody out there in YouTube land. This is amateur artist Mark D. Chandler coming at you once again from ManLand. Well, it seems that I have gotten challenged with the feather stick challenge. You know, that's the feather stick and a ferro rod and then a knife of your choice, right? Well, I was watching all these videos out there, and it just so happened that me and my big mouth in the comment sections said, gee, I never got challenged with something that cool. Looked like fun. Well, then I got challenged. Well, I like making YouTube videos, y'all, but I don't have a lot of time to get them done. And the challenge happened to come from John Tuilo. I don't know. How about we just call you Survivor Johnny? How about that, John? And the next shout out, actually, or challenge I should say, came from Jason McDaniels. That's right, Jason McDaniel. Real good feller. So here it is. The video you're about to see after the intro is the video that I recorded there at the store. Now, one thing that was in the rules, from what I understand, you're not supposed to edit the video or cut away from it. Now, that I did. I had to edit this video highly. The reason being, I was at the store and I got interrupted like every 2 to 3 minutes. It was just incredibly insane. But anyway, that being said, by the way, that being said, and the word basically, have you noticed how many times people use those terms here on YouTube? An awful lot. That's why I try not to say them here at ManLand. That being said, basically, that being said, basically, basically, that being said. Now, what I'm going to do, I've got a piece of this green bean crate. That's going to be my stick. Yes, I'm doing something different. Everybody knows how to make a feather stick, right? But we're going to try something from my wooden crate. This stuff is good. It's like a matchstick. No chemicals in it, no propellants or accelerants or anything like that. It's just super dry, super thin stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, well, let me get the camera down here so I can show you what I'm doing, and then we'll put it all together. Yes, this is an edited video. I got to. I'm at the store. Alright, got that same piece right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make some Maya dust by taking my knife, Aircord USA's neck knife that I bought from him. Alright. And we are going to scrape this thing and create some Maya dust. Now, before I do that, I'm going to take this piece of paper, and I hope this shows up on camera, and I'm just going to scrape this thing back and forth. They call it Maya dust. I call it sawdust. And you see, hopefully you can see that it's making that dust. I have to look for the camera, the viewfinder here. It's right in there. But anyway, hold on. Let me get something built up. Got a good bit building up. Now, excuse the shaky camera. I'm trying to do this in just the least amount of cuts I can. We've got it built up. You see the pile? There we go. Alright, now, next step. Let me move you down here to the floor. Now, the reason why I said to the floor, excuse me, got to move you back up high so you can see what I'm going to do. I've got the, I call sawdust, everybody else calls it Maya dust, without tilting it on this piece of paper here. That same stick I'm going to take, I'm going to cut off a break off, snap off. See how pliable that is? A very narrow piece. And now I'm going to make my feather sticks out of this. Now, I may have to edit this video. I don't know how much I've got left on the memory card. But here the trick is to cut it very, very thin slice. If it doesn't just keep breaking off. Hey, we're doing it ManLand style, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that ought to be about enough. We don't need very much for this demo. Alright, this piece here, well, now the rest of it, I gotta move you to the floor. Alright, there's our base plate. Here's that piece of paper with the Maya dust. Remember, there's no trickery in this. putting the so-called Maya dust, sawdust up there. There's our feather stick that we just made with all the stuff floating around. Wow. Okay, now ferro rod of choice is going to be the ferro rod that I got from ManLand, and I'm printing it right here across the screen so you see his full name. I don't ever remember the number. What we're going to do now, get our stick here ready, and we're going to, what I call pepper, we're going to scrape the ferro rod and season our Maya dust by scraping off the ferro rod. That's what ferro rods are for, y'all. And hopefully in one take, I'm going to get this to work. Now this is not conserving your ferro rod, but you don't have to make 20,000 strikes to get this stuff to work. I'm just building up enough, and then I'm going to hit it, hopefully within 3 strikes. We get a flame off that Maya dust. There's our feather stick. I hope this damn thing stays in frame. Yeah, there we go. Feather sticking. We've got a flame, and well, there you go. Got to put it out. I'm here inside the store. So in conclusion, I'd like to give thanks to Aircord USA for selling me his neck knife. This is the BK&T, or BK, yeah, BK, it's a K-bar, put it that way. For selling me this right here, man, I use this thing all the time now, just like that. And I'd like to thank ManLand for making me this handmade ferro rod that he made. Dude, I got one complaint, buddy. Just one complaint about this product. I'm starting to wear it out. I'd also like to thank Charlie's Best Green Beans for providing the tinder that we use in this little presentation for today. Thank you very much. This is Amateur Artist Mark D. Chandler, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And remember this, the challenge now goes to 2 others out there. One happens to be Donnie Pavellini Outdoors, and the other one, Ranger Cookie.